कार्यक्रम की इसी कड़ी में मैं आमंत्रित करती हूं हमारे मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर अजय कुमार सिंह सर को, जो विशेषज्ञ हैं संबंधित गतिविधि की थीम के। मैं चाहती हूं कि सर हमारे विद्यार्थियों का और प्रतिभागियों का मार्गदर्शन करें। ओवर टू सिक्स सर, प्लीज सर।
Thank you very much. Namaste, Jai Gurudev. Good afternoon to all of you. And thank you very much to the entire university headed by the dynamic Honorable Vice Chancellor of Bikaner Technical University, Professor S.D. Charanji, for taking this out of the box initiative for bringing values in the lives of people, bringing happiness in the lives of people. My congratulations to the entire organizing team, Dr. Yagunath Singh ji, Director Academics, Dr. Mamta Sharma Parekh ji, and other members of the organizing team for not only doing it for a day, but 40 days and one after the other events in that, so many aspects of that. So my heartiest congratulations, first of all, to the entire university and the stakeholders of the university who are connected today in different forms, in different forums through Cisco WebEx and Facebook Live and others. My pranams to all of you, my good wishes to all of you. It's an amazing topic, if I say relationship, values-based activity. This is something which itself ignites so many things in the minds of people. And the first relationship, I would say, the important is with yourself, and that who we are and how we feel, ourselves. That who am I is a question that I generally love to ask to people, that how much you know about yourself, because unless you know yourself, how can you have a relationship with others? So it is important to understand our own entity, our own existence, our own state of being. Only then we can have relationship with others. So that is a very important dimension, very important aspect of life, because we see ourselves as a distinct entity. We say, I am so and so. We introduce ourselves like this, and actually we are telling the name which the parents have given to us, the identity which is there because our parents thought this name is good for us, right for us, and that is how we identify ourselves while we introduce to people that I am, say, Ajay Kumar Singh, for example. I am giving this example to you. So basically I'm saying my name is Ajay Kumar Singh, but I'm saying in the form I am Ajay Kumar Singh. So that is one identity which a child gets by virtue of his birth in a house, and that we carry so much in our life. And our school education and college education, wherever we are, we get a roll number, enrollment number, or whatever we get, and this name is a tag which continues with us, and we start associating ourselves with this tag of identity so much that we forget that what is our original source of existence and what is our true identity. Who am I is the question which generally is not asked in school education or in college education. I'm very happy that this topic of relationship values based activity has been done as an e-carnival, and it is going to have different kind of activities like grandparents and other things, as mentioned by Dr. Yadunath Singh ji. So when we talk of grandparents, how much we know about them, how much we relate with them. As he mentioned that currently there is a scenario of micro families, and we don't have that much of luxury or the leverage to live with the parents or grandparents for that matter, or the joint family kind of setup is losing identity. And that is how these kind of activities become important. Otherwise, one generation before or two generation before, this was not something which was required to be initiated by the university, because most of the people in India were living in joint families, and the culture and the tradition that was there, nobody used to feel isolated. Right now, when we are in a state where we are not allowed to move out of the house unless we have something very urgent and important and things like that, universities have been shut down, and in Odisha it is closed up to 31st of August now. So there is a very different kind of a scenario, and that we have not been groomed to live with people in larger numbers and all that. We have been groomed in a manner that one micro, we are going towards micro, and micro, and suddenly you feel that you are alone in the house, or you are 2 or 3 people and everybody is busy in the WhatsApp or Facebook or something like the social media, and the face-to-face people who are in the house, they are not able to sit with them because they have forgotten actually how to talk face-to-face with people who are in the house. And that is why there is both sides of things happening. Actually, those who are aware of how to live with people, they are enjoying this time. As Dr. Mamta also mentioned, that if we take it as an opportunity, then it is an opportunity to sit with the family members. But if we don't know, if we are not trained to treat it as an opportunity, then we are in a very different kind of a, so know what to do, what to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. So we are groomed in a manner that relaxation is kind of a guilt for us. We are running in a rat race. अभी achieve करना, ये goal है, वो goal है, and all that. We are trained in a manner that there is so much of competition now that if somebody says no, you sit at home, it's something very difficult for many of the people. So we need to realize our basic nature, who we are, why we are here on this planet, what is the purpose of our life, why do we exist in this planet, what is our one common thing which exists in every one of us. Like if I ask you a question, what is one thing, please write in the chat, comment box in the Facebook. I see some of the comments coming there. Please write a comment. What one thing do you feel connects all of us? Just write there in the comment box so that we know where we are connected in terms of our relationship. The relationships in one form, like you are talking about the family that you have grandparents, you have parents, you have siblings, and like that. This is one form of understanding of relationships for which activities have been planned. But I have asked a question. I don't know how many of you have answered that question. What is one thing that connects all of us? Can some people write on that in the comment? What is one thing that is common to all of us? So trust is what DSPSR Neha has written. Neha Upreti from Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research in Delhi has written. I'm saying one that is common in all of us without fail. You may have distrust, you may have trust. But what is one thing that is common with all of us? I'm asking that. You may respect some people, you may not respect some people. Sugandha Ranawal has written respect. So what is one thing in common which exists, which connects all of us, and whether you know about it or you do not, about our soul, okay, super soul, God, okay, Dr. D.S. has written, okay. Krishna Singh is saying positive values, okay. Okay, some more people can write, which can neither be created nor be destroyed, which only changes forms. I'm giving you hints. I'm giving you tips for this. I don't know how many of you got this. Shivendra Pratap Singh is also watching. It is coming, but I wanted to see comment. Okay. So my question is, what is one thing which can neither be created nor be destroyed, which only changes forms, and we all are manifestation of that one particular thing which exists in all of us? What is that? What is that? I'm asking you, which is common to all of us, which connects, which, if you see your crown, I don't know how many of you know that we have a connection point. Like we have a switch to switch on the air conditioner, we have a switch, we press the button and the air conditioner is on, right? We have a phone wherein we dial numbers, we connect to someone else. अभी इन्होंने सिस्को वेबएक्स का मुझे दिया कोड वोड सब कुछ दिया, तो मैंने उससे ज्वाइन इन कर लिया जाए. The registrar of Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research is writing Dr. R.S. Singh, energy. Very good, congratulations, Dr. R.S. Singh. Energy is something which can neither be created nor be destroyed, which exists in everything that is here in this world in any form. And that is one common denominator wherein there is no distinction of caste, creed, religion, gender, ethnicity, religiosity, or any differentiation that we have created, generation gap of grandparent, parent, child, and all that. There is no distinction from the point of view of energy, which is one common factor. Even blood group has A plus, B plus, and all that. Gender has, male, female, and all that. So there are differentiations from so many aspects if we see, but energy is one thing which is proved by scientists also. And if we see the divinity, the divine, or the consciousness, Sumedha has written about consciousness. So consciousness is something, or divinity is something, or this energy is something, or God, as we say, is, if we see the definition of God, what is the definition of God? Definition of God is that it is omnipresent. Energy is omnipresent. It can, Adi Anant nahi hai uska jo hai. Similarly, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So all the aspects or characteristics of definition of God that we see, the similar characteristics are there for the definition of energy also, which scientists have given. So energy is something which scientists agree to. God, some people may agree, some people may not agree. So some of you may say yes, some of you may say no. Fair enough. Don't agree to anything that you don't like to agree. But energy is scientifically proven. So if there is something in all of us which is common to all of us, the breath we take, do you think the pollution created in India doesn't pollute the entire world? Or do you think pollution created in America doesn't pollute the entire world? The ozone layer gets depleted because of pollution being created anywhere in the world. So we can't say that we are living in an isolated world. This world is all connected. The breath that we take in is a common property. There is no, lease deed. There is no property papers which can be signed for breathing, the breath. And this is one thing that if we lose, then everything is all kind of relationships with this world goes away. The moment this breath or the prana that goes away from us. So this life that we enjoy is available to us only till the point we are able to cherish, value something which is common to all of us, which we share with all of us. So one I said is energy. The other which we share is the breath actually. The breath that goes in and out is something which is a common pool that we are, and we don't have a right to destroy that. Sustainable development means intra-generational and intergenerational equity. So if we are destroying it so much, that means we are not doing justice to the incoming generations if we are not giving a better world to them, what we got from our parents. So that is our relationship with nature. That is the relationship with something which is the core of us, which is the basic element, part of the basic elements of life. So what are the 5 basic elements of life? Water, air, fire, earth, space. So if we destroy earth, like I gave you some example for pollution. So if ozone layer gets depleted, what is happening? Our relationship with Mother Earth is getting depleted. So it's not only about relationship with whom we identify as family members. It's also important to understand that whatever exists in this world in the form of any creature is related to us. We can't confine our relationship with only those who have given birth to us or someone who gave birth to them. Our relationship cannot be that myopic in nature. We are natural beings. We are natural spiritual beings living in this world of consciousness. spiritual world, having a human experience, and we can't live just like having a consciousness of only a human being, having an identity of the name which the parents have given to us, or the roles that we are playing in our life as students or teachers or whatever jobs we are doing. These are only roles that we are playing in our life at this moment of time. And these roles change from morning to evening. It changes. When you are in a family, you are son or daughter to someone, or you are brother or sister to someone, or you are father or mother to someone. The moment you move out from the house, you are a passenger. If you are walking, you are a pedestrian. If you are in the college as a student, you are a student. If you are in a college or a university as a teacher, then you are a teacher, faculty member, or employee or staff member there. So all these are roles which have been assigned to you. You are not that. So we need to understand the distinction between the roles that we are going to play or are playing in this world right now is not what we are. These are just the roles. So from last 4 months, if we are not out from the house, that is the current role which the government expects us to follow the protocol so that this problem of COVID-19 doesn't escalate much. So what is our current role? Our current role is to support the government, to support the humanity so that the humanity can be saved. That is our relationship with the government at large or the society at large. So we need to understand and appreciate our roles, our values, our relationship in a different and larger perspective and context. So we can't say we will pollute this earth and we can be happy. We are part of the universe, we are part of the solar system, we are part of the planet Earth, we are part of a country, we are part of a state, we are part of a family, we are part of an organization, and so on and so forth. So our relationship is much broader than whom we generally see in our myopic context. Like a frog in the well considers this well is the entire world. Imagine that you are a frog in the well. You have never come out from the well. That is your world. So whatever srishti we have, whatever world we think we have, is manifestation of our mind. We can make it very holistic, large, broad enough, or we can make it as small as a frog in the well. It is our choice that we enhance and enlarge our family. Like we say, Vasudev Kutumbakam, the entire world is one family, which is also the motto of our founder of Art of Living, Sri Ravi Shankar ji, who is the founder of this university also, founder and lifetime president. So when this lockdown started, what he did, he said, I will give free sessions for meditation twice a day at 12 noon and 7:30 p.m. on a daily basis. So he made himself available to the entire world. And to prove that we are one world, one family, and let us join together in global meditation sessions so that we can bring peace, harmony, love, joy amongst humanity. That is his way of bringing peace in the lives of people. What we did as a university, when we came to know that universities would be shut down, we will not be able to operate face to face. Immediately we trained all our teachers. Same day when we came to know about that, before going from in the evening home, you must all get yourself trained that you teach online from tomorrow. So everybody got trained for Google Classroom, Google Meet, and the platforms that were required to be followed. And from next day, we started online classes. We completed the syllabus of the previous semester, conducted online examination, evaluated the answer sheets, declared the results. And from 1st of July, we started the academic session for the existing students. And for the new batch, we will be starting from 29th of July. So that was our resolve to bring peace and harmony amongst our students, that they are not isolated. If we have the capability of doing that, we will do that. More than 98% of the students were able to appear for the examinations, which is generally the case in face-to-face exam also. So as an individual, what is my responsibility? If I am in a particular role, am I able to take decisions which are for the larger public good, which brings peace and harmony at a larger level or not? So can I think beyond myself? Can I think larger than my family? Can I think about my university or the college or the school or the organization for which I'm working? Can I think beyond that also or not? Can I think for the entire world or not? So our relationship is universal. We are part of the universe, and we can't say that I can live my life without the help of others. ये पंच तत्वों से बना शरीर है, और ये पंच तत्व जो है वो नेचर से आते हैं हमारे पास, और उससे हम कभी अलग नहीं हो सकते जब तक ये जीवन है। और वापस जब जाएंगे यहाँ से छोड़ के, तो उसी में हमारा ये शरीर जो है वो मिल जाएगा। पृथ्वी तत्व पृथ्वी में चला जाएगा, जल तत्व जल में चला जाएगा, सब अपनी अपनी जगह वापस चले जाएंगे। कुछ भी साथ लेके यहाँ से कोई जाने वाला नहीं है इनमें से, सिर्फ जो कॉजल बॉडी का सब्सटेंस है वो साथ में जाएगा। तो उसके लिए हम क्या कर रहे हैं, उसके लिए सेवा कितनी कर रहे हैं? व्हाट इज द सर्विस दैट वी आर डूइंग टू ऐड सब्सटेंस इन द कॉजल बॉडी, कारण शरीर, उसमें क्या हम सब्सटेंस ऐड कर पाते हैं इस जीवन में? जैसे अभी बताया कि ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के साथ जाओ, उनके पास बात करो, उनके साथ समय बिताओ एंड ऑल दैट। सो व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ दैट? इट इज लाइक ए सेवा. So how much service we are able to do for people in the world would decide how much good karma or the substance in the causal body, कितना पुण्य हम उसमें डाल रहे हैं, ताकि वो अगले जन्म में जब हम जाएं तो उसमें वो हमें उसका फायदा मिल सके। जो आज जो हमें मिला कि हम कहाँ पैदा हुए, हमने जो चूज किया कि आई वॉन्ट टू टेक बर्थ इन दिस फैमिली वॉज बेस्ड ऑन अवर एंटाइटलमेंट ऑफ द प्रीवियस बर्थ्स। सो जब प्रारब्ध की बात करते हैं तो प्रारब्ध क्या है? प्रारब्ध यही है कि पिछले जन्म में जो अच्छे कर्म किए थे उसका फल आपको मिला, कि आपको इतना सब एंडाउड कैपिटल मिला, कि आप ऐसी जगह पैदा हुए जहां पे कि आपको औरों से आप बहुत ऊपर हैं। आप आज अगर यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ रहे हैं तो आप 75% लोग आपसे नीचे हैं जो यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाए थे, और आप और हायर एजुकेशन में जा रहे हैं तो आप और भी इलीट होते जाते हैं। You are part of less than 1% of the population, those who are doing PhD or have done PhD. So you are part of the elite of this world whom I am addressing right now. So what we are doing for others, क्या सेवा हम कर रहे हैं? क्या हम अपने लिए क्या कर रहे हैं? शरीर के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं और अपने लिए क्या कर रहे हैं? साधना कितनी कर रहे हैं हम? जो सब्सटेंस ऐड करेगा, साधना will add substance in your causal body. Seva will add substance in your causal body. How much we are able to devote time with people who are good, who can add substance to our life, to the causal body. Those who have higher level of consciousness, those who are not lost in hatred or fear. So if we give time with those people, if we devote time with those people, अगर हम ऐसे लोगों की संगति में हैं जो कि डरे हुए हैं इस समय, जो कि घृणा के इस समय, जैसे एक एग्जांपल दिया कि लोग जो है जिसकी डेड बॉडी है उस फैमिली वाले उसे क्लेम नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो उन्हें डर है या घृणा हो रही है या जो भी कुछ हो रहा है। ये क्या है? ये बेस चक्र, मूलाधार चक्र जो है वो उल्टी तरफ चल रहा है इस समय। तो अगर हमें अपने बारे में पता ही नहीं, अपना ज्ञान ही नहीं है कि अगर ऐसे भाव हमारे मन में उत्पन्न हो रहे हैं, इफ दीज काइंड ऑफ फीलिंग्स आर बीइंग जनरेटेड, what is the source of these feelings? The source of these feelings is your base of the spine, the Mooladhara chakra, the root chakra is creating these thoughts in your mind. So if you want to align that you become stronger, then what you need to do? If you need enthusiasm, if you need the groundedness and the understanding that who you are, then you need to say meditate for a while, having focus and attention on the base chakra. So all those people who are committing suicide. 800,000 people have committed suicide. That means for every 40 seconds, one person is committing suicide. Why is committing suicide? Because he is living in some kind of syndrome. I am not okay, you are not okay, and so on and so forth. There is a full book on that. I am not okay, I am okay, you are okay is the name of the book. You would understand that is the syndrome that they are into. If they talk to someone, if you just listen to them for some time, the anxiety or the temptation to commit suicide is only at the spur of the moment. If you are able to listen to them, you are doing a great service, a seva. ऐसे लोगों की जो बहुत परेशानी में है, उनकी बातें ही खाली सुन लें, तो जो अगर कोई आत्महत्या करने जा रहा है वो नहीं करेगा अगर आपने सिर्फ सुन ली उसकी बात। एक एनजीओ है दिल्ली में, जो 10,000 कॉल रिसीव करते हैं सिर्फ इस बात की कि ये लोग सुसाइड करने का अटेम्प्ट करने वाले थे, और वो क्या करते हैं, उनकी बातें सुन लेते हैं। सॉल्यूशन तो हर एक होता नहीं है उनके पास, जो है सॉल्यूशन जो हो सकता है वो समझा सकते हैं उनको से, लेकिन सुनने से ही इतना समय आपने अपना दे दिया, उसी से उनका जीवन बच जाता है। ये भी एक सेवा है। आपने स्माइल कर दिया, सिर्फ कोई दुखी है उसके चेहरे पे आप मुस्कान ले आए, ये भी एक सेवा है। तो आपकी सेवा बिना पैसे के बहुत सारी हो सकती है। जरूरी नहीं कि आपकी जेब से पैसा निकले तभी आप सेवा कर सकते हैं। अच्छी वाइब्रेशन से आप भेज दें लोगों को, दूर से भी भेज सकते हैं। मैंने बोला ना, जैसे क्राउन चक्र है, सहस्रारा चक्र है, यहाँ से आपका कनेक्शन जो है एनर्जी के थ्रू, एनर्जी इज वन थिंग विच इज कॉमन इन ऑल ऑफ अस। आई एम ए हीलर ऑल्सो, सो आई हैव यूज्ड दिस system that I can connect to anyone in the world. So that is why I'm saying that I have the outcomes of that. It is based on scientific evidences that we have the capability. Each one of us has the capability. हम सब में ये क्षमता है कि हम अपने से किसी को भी कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं। कभी कभी आपने सोचा आप किसी को याद करते हैं और उसका फोन आ जाता है, क्यों होता है? इट इज लाइक टेलीपैथी दैट वी से। तो ये सब हमारा ऑलरेडी एंडाउड कैपिटल है हमारे पास। You need to understand and appreciate that who you are. You are so powerful, you don't know. और क्या हम नेगेटिव में फंसे हुए हैं, क्या विशियस सर्कल में फंसे हुए हैं, या वर्चुअस साइकिल में जा रहे हैं? क्या हमें जेलसी हो रही है, ग्रीड हो रही है, या हम जेनरस हैं इस समय जो है? तो क्या है वो मणिपुर चक्र, नेवल चक्र जो है, अगर वो सही है तो हमारे में जेनरोसिटी रहेगी। जो अगर सही से नहीं चल रहा है तो we will be lost in the vicious cycle of greed, jealousy and feelings like that. If our heart chakra is not properly functioning, then the love would not flow from there. The hatred of fear, which I talked earlier also, would flow from there. तो जड़ता जैसे है वो मूलाधार चक्रा का है, inertia is coming from there. And this particular aspect of love flows from the heart chakra, the anahat chakra. तो हमें अपना जो ग्रॉस एग्जिस्टेंस है हमारे शरीर की, उसके अलावा जो हमारे और शरीर हैं, जैसे प्राणमय कोश है, पहला क्या है, ये जो फिजिकल बॉडी है दैट इज अन्नमय कोश भी से, प्राणमय कोश, मनोमय कोश, विज्ञानमय कोश, आनंदमय कोश, ये जितने शीट्स ऑफ लेयर्स विच आर देयर, अनावरण जितने हैं हमारी कॉन्शियसनेस के ऊपर, हमारी आत्मा के ऊपर जो है, अगर हमें उनका ज्ञान ही नहीं है तो उनको कैसे लीवरेज कर सकते हैं? आवर रिलेशनशिप विद आवर ओन सेल्फ, आवर ओन ओरिजिनल स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग, दैट इज द फर्स्ट रिलेशनशिप दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. एंड देन if we know that we are all light, we are all energy, we are all connected, we are all one. If you go to moon, if you go to Jupiter, what you will see? What do you see from here about moon? What do you see from here about sun? What do you see from here? Whatever you see in the sky or above that, in the solar system, what do you see from here? You see one single ball. या आपको अलग अलग दिखता है कुछ वहां पे जो? इसी तरह से आप अगर वहां पे हैं, अगर आप मान लीजिए इस समय चांद पे बैठे हैं या मंगल ग्रह पे बैठे हैं मान लीजिए, तो क्या दिखेगा आपको धरती पे? देखिए सर, आंख बंद कीजिए एक बार, थोड़ी देर के लिए आंख बंद कीजिए, जस्ट क्लोज योर आइज फॉर अ व्हाइल, और ऐसा महसूस करें कि आप मंगलयान से मंगल पे उतर गए। अभी अभी आप मंगलयान से यात्रा करते हुए आप मंगल ग्रह पे उतरे और वहां की पिक्चर्स तो जो ले रहे हैं वो ले रहे हैं आप. यू आर इन ए मिशन. अपनी आंखें बंद करें प्लीज. क्लोज योर आईज. फील यू हैव जस्ट लैंडेड ऑन मंगल ग्रह. क्या बोलेंगे? मार्स. एंड फ्रॉम देयर विद द क्लोज्ड आईज you are watching Earth, planet Earth. What do you see from there? What do you see from there? How the Earth looks like? Can you see your house from there? Your Bikaner Technical University, can you see? Can you see BTU from there? Can you see your classroom from there? Can you see your office from there or library from there? Can you see your drawing room from there or your bedroom from there? No. फ्रॉम द मंगल ग्रह. मंगल ग्रह से क्या दिखता है आपको? पूरी पृथ्वी एक दिखती है. अब ऐसा महसूस करें आप वापस आ गए और अब हवाई जहाज में बैठे हैं. आप आंखें बंद हैं और आप हवाई जहाज में बैठे हैं. पहुंच गए हवाई जहाज. 40,000 फुट की ऊंचाई से क्या दिखता है आपको? आपको छोटी छोटी चीजें दिखती हैं बहुत, जो कि बहुत बड़ी बड़ी चीजें हैं वो भी बहुत छोटी होके दिखती हैं. 30,000 फुट की हाइट पे आ जाते हैं तो और क्या दिखता है? वो चीजें जो है उनका साइज धीरे धीरे बड़ा होने शुरू हो जाता है. 20,000 फुट की हाइट पे आते हैं तो क्या दिखता है? वो और थोड़ा सा बड़ा हो जाता है. 10,000 फुट की हाइट पे आ जाते हैं तो और थोड़ा सा बड़ा हो जाता है. जब प्लेन लैंड करने वाला होता है तो काफी साफ दिखने लगता है. और मान लीजिए अब आप लैंड कर गए, जो है वापस आ गए, बाहर आ गए, वापस इस शरीर में आ गए. अब यहां से मंगल ग्रह या मून, चांद कैसा दिख रहा है? अभी फुल मून था 2 दिन पहले, 3 दिन पहले. तो चांद कैसा दिखता है? चांद पूरा एक दिखता है, सिंगल पीस दिखता है. यहां से धीरे धीरे अपनी आंखें खोल सकते हैं. तो ये जो रिलेशनशिप है, जो संबंध है हमारा, ये हमारा पूरा कॉस्मिक वर्ल्ड के साथ हमारा संबंध. जीवन जीने की कला, आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग जो है, वो आपको सुदर्शन क्रिया भी बताया आपके ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर साहब ने कि वो रोज करते हैं या किया है उन्होंने और प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. संडे को लॉन्ग क्रिया करते हैं. मैं जब से 2006 से आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग से जुड़ा, रोज करता हूँ सुदर्शन क्रिया, सुबह करता हूँ. वो मुझे जोड़ती है इस पूरी कायनात के साथ. मुझे महसूस होता है कि मैं इन सब के साथ हूं. आई एम वन विद द एंटायर वर्ल्ड. उसके बाद जब ध्यान करते हैं, सहज समाधि करते हैं, एक अलग तरह का आनंद की अनुभूति होती है जब आप सबको एक मानते हैं. ये वैसे ही है जैसे कि आपका शरीर है, आप अगर उसे एक मानते हैं तो दिल दिमाग सब सिंक्रोनाइजेशन में काम करता है. अगर दिल बोले दिमाग की नहीं सुनूंगा, हाथ बोले मैं दिमाग की नहीं सुनूंगा, तो हाथ चलेगा ही नहीं. अगर ये शरीर को काम करना है तो इसको मानना पड़ेगा जो कानून नियम बने हुए हैं. अगर सांस की नली बोले नहीं मैं तो पानी लूंगी उसमें जो है, और खाना खाने वाली नली बोले नहीं मैं तो सांस लूंगी उससे जो है, तो नहीं चलेगा. तो प्रोटोकॉल, सांस वाली नली से सांस ही जाएगी. द ब्रेथ विल गो फ्रॉम द चैनल फ्रॉम वेयर इट हैज टू गो. एंड वो इतना ऑटोमेटिक है कि आपको पता भी नहीं चलता कब सांस गई और कब बाहर आ गई. इतना सब कुछ सिंक्रोनाइज्ड है. नेचुरल वे में जो कुछ हो रहा है वो इतना परफेक्ट है कि जितना आप देखेंगे उतना वंडर करेंगे उसमें. ये संसार अपने आप बिना आपके इंटरवेंशन के कितना बढ़िया चल रहा था आपके आने से पहले. Before you arrived in this life, in this planet, the world was so perfect in terms of natural state. Whatever humanity has done in terms of development, in the name of development, what it has given to the world, we need to do an analysis of that. हमें इस पे चिंतन मनन करना चाहिए जो कि हमने जो पिछले 100 सालों में किया उससे कितना फायदा हुआ और कितना नुकसान हुआ. जो चीजें फायदा देने वाली हैं उसमें से कितनी चीजें ऐसी हैं जो अगर नहीं भी हमारे जीवन में, जैसे आज अगर हम घर पे हैं तो हमें पता चल रहा है क्या आवश्यकता है, व्हाट इज नेसेसिटी एंड व्हाट इज जस्ट फॉर फन और व्हाट इज जस्ट फॉर लग्जरी. इन शब्दों के अंतर समझ में आने लग गए हम लोग कि मूलभूत आवश्यकताएं हमारे जीवन की क्या है. तो ये समय है अपने आप को पहचानने का, अपने आप से अपना संबंध स्थापित करने का. क्या मैं ये शरीर हूं? क्या मैं वो हूं जो जागृत अवस्था में, जैसे मैं अभी बोल रहा हूं, आप मुझे सुन रहे हैं, मैं वो हूं? या जो मैं सो रहा हूं मैं वो हूं? सपना जब देखता हूं तो वो हूं? या जो इन तीनों परिस्थितियों में है और उसको महसूस कर रहा है, मैं वो हूं? मैं कौन हूं? हु एम आई? मेरा अपने से संबंध, मेरा अपने शरीर से संबंध क्या है? वेकिंग स्टेट में से मेरा क्या संबंध है? मेरा ड्रीम स्टेट से मेरा क्या संबंध है? मेरा डीप स्लीप सुषुप्ता से मेरा क्या संबंध है? The relationship of yourself with your three states of existence, the relationship of yourself with the people around you who have given you birth or those who are your family members. Can you live, or was it possible for you to be in existence without their role? उनका ऋण कभी चुका सकते हैं क्या आप? कभी नहीं चुका सकते. So whatever we can do in this life to bring harmony and peace in the lives of people, whether they are known to us in the form of family members or friends or relatives, that is only one side of it. What has been taught to us, that these are your near and dear ones. But everyone who exists in this planet is part of the mother nature, and we need to learn to respect our relationship with everything that exists in this world. I don't know whether there are questions or not in the comment. I can go on and on and on and on and on these kind of topics. ये संबंध जो हमारा है, वो कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकते हैं कमेंट बॉक्स में. I don't know, आपका जो एक्टिविटी है वो I respect all those activities, but I don't know whether all these aspects which I mentioned just now about the global existence of ourselves, our relationship with environment, our relationship with nature, how much time we give with nature, how much time we enjoy watching the trees, talking to them, talking to water, say for example, how much we understand our basic element of lives, that water is one of the basic elements of life, which is about 2/3 in our body, or 70%, 72%, 60%, whatever is the ratio. The planet Earth also has water almost in the same proportion. Can water listen to us what we say? Can it process the words that we speak to water? Does it affect or not? Can it tell us whether it is good for us or not? So if we say truth, if we say honesty, the values of truthfulness, honesty, does it tell us that yes, this is something which is good for you, it resonates with you? Or when we say lies, when we are in anger, when we are jealous of something, whether these words or these emotions affect us negatively or positively, can water tell us about that? So if you want to know about this, there is one book of Dr. Masaru Emoto, The Hidden Messages in Water. He has proved scientifically that every word that we speak, every word that we think has impact on us, because water, it has been proved that it is a carrier of emotions, it has memory, and it changes at the molecular level by every word that we speak. And he has proved this, scientifically with pictures that it has created. There is a full institute working on that, and there are evidences for that. So nobody can deny that. So when somebody appreciates us, somebody claps for us, we feel happy about it. Why we feel happy about it? Because the body, the water changes at the molecular level. There are 4 kind of chemicals which are called dose of happiness, like dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. So for each activity that we do, if they are leading to happiness, then any one of these would take place. So like if you do yoga, meditation and all that, so it is a pain relief management system, which is like endorphin gets released. So meditation is common for most of these, and how you link yourself to your achievements and all that. So we need to understand the basics first, of what the values are, and what the life is, what is good for us. The basic things can actually tell you. So what I said about water, it has been proved by water. It can be proved by applied kinesiology also, that if you say love, 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 truth, 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 joy, 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 happiness, happiness, your strength increases. If somebody pushes your hand, you can hold your hand stronger, And there is a person in US who did PhD on power versus force. So he says that if you are below 200 level of consciousness, you are lost in, humiliation, blame, despair, regret, anxiety, craving, hate, scorn. These are the emotions that you get. And you can test using this Dr. Masaru Emoto's water experiment, that all these words, if you put, then the molecular level at which water changes is entirely different. It's like a mess that gets created. But when you move above 200 level of consciousness, which is like courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment, and the emotion for each one of these is like affirmation, trust, optimism, forgiveness, understanding, reverence, serenity, bliss, and the emotion is infallible if it is in the level of consciousness is enlightenment. The process is pure consciousness. So all these words, if you use the David Hawkins applied kinesiology, you find that they are at a higher level of consciousness. If you use Dr. Masaru Emoto's water experiments, you find you get more strength, you get more energy in your body if you use these words, just using those words. The same concepts of the spiritual technology, I call it, can be applied to what you should eat, what you should not eat. What is your relationship with food? If this body is annamaya kosha, this body is like food rearranged, something like that. If in a plate you have थाली में जैसे अलग अलग अन्न के वो दिए जाते हैं, अलग अलग चीजें रखी जाती हैं, so it is arranged like a थाली. Similarly, our body is like a food rearranged. जो आप खाते हैं वो अलग अलग चीजों में प्रोसेस होके कुछ खून बन जाता है, कुछ और बनता है, and all that. So it's our relationship with food and water, the drinks that we take, in terms of our body. So the relationship with our 5 elements, the relationship with food, relationship with drinks, relationship with manomaya kosh, as I talked about, the mind, our relationship with intellect, our relationship with breath, our relationship with Anandamaya Kosha. We need to understand all these relationships. Only then we can value in true sense what relationship means, our relationship with everything that exists in this world. So there are some terminal values, there are some instrumental values, and you can test the instrumental values also using this water and applied kinesiology, that if you are on the path of truth, your energy levels would be high, your state of being would be elevated, आपके चेहरे पे तेज होगा जो है. There is some comment to live in harmony at the different levels of living, individual, family, society, and nature and existence is the goal of all of us to live a meaningful life. Krishna Singh is saying, very well said. Wonderful, congratulations for that. Anybody having any question, this is the time you can ask questions as well. Otherwise, I don't know how much time you have given to me. I've already taken a lot of time, it seems. It is already 4:35 or more. So please let me know when I have to stop. Already 4:38.
Sir, as this was the inaugural session, so we have questions. Our Director, Dean Academics, Dr. Yadunath Singh, also want to ask a question.
Please.
He want to ask that actually why we take birth, what is actuality or reality behind this?
Very good question, we are not able to get salvation because we have a lot of aspirations that we are not able to fulfill. And when we die, when we go out from this world, when the last breath moves out, the unfulfilled task that we want to complete with the capital that we have earned, जैसे आपको बिजनेस करने के लिए कैपिटल चाहिए होती है तो आप उसको अर्न करते हैं, बैंक में जमा करते हैं. ये लाइफ टू लाइफ की कैपिटल जो है वो कॉजल बॉडी में सब्सटेंस की फॉर्म में जमा होती है और वो संस्कार बन के आपको कहाँ पे है, जीन्स में, आपके डीएनए में, ये सब बन के आपके पास अगले जन्म में आती है. क्योंकि आपने जो काम, जो इच्छाएं आपकी थी, अगर सारी इच्छाएं आपकी खत्म हो जाती हैं, सब पूर्ण हो जाता है, संपूर्ण, तो आप मोक्ष को प्राप्त हो जाते हैं. So we are the creator of our own cycle of life and death, actually, you know, and whatever we get in terms of our endowed capital is something like the astrological, you know, horoscope that you get, that you will be, you know, like this, and like this. This is based on, you know, your past life entitlements that you earned in the previous lives, that you have got this kind of a life. Or if it is misery, it is also because of that. If it is good, then also it is all your karmic entitlements and miseries that you get as a package. But you have a right to create your own destiny also. Both are true. So certain things are given and certain things are in your hand, whether you want to take it high, elevate yourself more in terms of consciousness, or you go down in the level of consciousness. The way, so one thing is your, you know, charted, you know, it's a kind of a charted plane for you, already designed, everything is designed and all that. But if you want to go higher, if you want to go lower, is your choice. I don't know how much I've answered your question. If you want to still ask something more, you are most welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.